Preamble. We the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign socialist secular democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political liberty of thoughts, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of individual and unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly this 26th day of November 1949 do hereby adopt, enact, and give ourselves this Constitution. #Mains and Prelims and Essay and Ethics. Definition of Preamble. A preamble is an introductory statement or preface in the document that explains the document's philosophy and objectives. It represents the aim of its framers, history behind its creation, and core values and principles of the nation.
N.A. Palkiwala, an eminent jurist and constitutional expert, called the preamble as identity card of the Constitution.
History of Preamble. American Constitution was the first to begin with the preamble. First time the GOI Act 1919 had a separate preamble, but GOI Act 1935 did not. It is based on the objective resolution moved by P. J. Nehru in the CA on December 13, 1946 and adopted on January 22, 1947. The preamble was adopted after the adoption of the entire Constitution. Characteristics of the preamble. It is the introduction or preference to the Constitution. It is the soul and jewel set of the Constitution. It contains the summary and essence of the Constitution. It provides guidelines for the Constitution. It reflects the key to the minds makers, goals, dreams and aspirations of founding fathers of the Constitution. It is neither a source of power nor a prohibition to the legislature. It is non-justiciable and not enforceable in any court of law. It can be amended without altering the basic structure.
The preamble embodies the basic philosophy and fundamental values, political, moral, and religious, on which the Constitution is based. It contains the grand and noble vision of the Constituent Assembly, and reflects the dreams and aspirations of the founding fathers of the Constitution.
Note:
K.M. Munshi, drafting committee member, sees the preamble as the horoscope of the democratic republic.
Sir Ernest Barker, a political scientist, called the preamble the keynote to the Constitution, which he quoted preamble in his book, Principles of Social and Political Theory. Ingredients or components of the preamble. Ultimate authority or source of authority is people of India or citizen of India. 5. Nature of Indian states as sovereign socialist secular democratic republic. 4. Objectives of the Constitution as justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. Date of adoption. It stipulates November 26, 1949 as a date of adoption. Basic feature of the Constitution.
Secular and federal character of the Constitution. Sovereign, socialist, democratic and republic nature of Indian polity. Unity and integrity of the nation.
Key terms related to preamble. Sovereign, noun, supreme ruler, or sovereignty, and supreme power or authority. Sovereign implies absolute independence. India is neither dependent nor dominated by any other nation, it is an independent state. There is no higher authority above India, allowing it to handle its internal and external affairs freely. Significance: India has the power to acquire foreign territory or cede its own territory to a foreign state. Socialist, adjective, refers to policies, systems, or individuals that adhere to socialist principles or socialism. Socialism in simple terms means the economic and political ideology.
Definition of socialism: it is an economic and political ideology advocating for collective or government ownership and control of means of production, distribution, and exchange.
Socialist. Socialist refers to abide by the principle of socialism, where socialistic ends are achieved through democratic means. It supports a mixed economy where both public and private sectors coexist.
Democratic socialism advocates for a mixed economy, with both public and private sectors, and aims to eradicate poverty, ignorance, disease, and inequality of opportunity.
Indian socialism is democratic socialism, neither state socialism nor communism. It combines Marxism and Gandhian socialism, leaning heavily towards Gandhian principles. Note: the 1991 LPG, liberalization, privatization, and globalization, reforms diluted the socialist character of the state. The term was added by the 42nd CAA of 1976. Constitution includes socialist content in the form of Directive Principles of State Policy, DPSP. Secular. Secular means that all religions in the nation are equally respected, protected, and supported by the state, without the state favoring any particular religion. India is neither religious, irreligious, nor anti-religious, it maintains a neutral stance. Article 25 to 28, Fundamental Rights, Freedom of Religion, guarantees the establishment of a secular state. Indian Constitution embodies a positive concept of secularism, where all religions in the country have equal status and support from the state. The term was added by the 42nd CAA of 1976. The Constitution reflects the following secular characteristics of the Indian state through addition of secular to the Preamble through 42nd CAA of 1976. Ensuring liberty of belief, faith, and worship for all citizens in the Preamble. Guaranteeing equality before the law and equal protection, Article 14. Prohibiting discrimination based on religion, Article 15. Ensuring equality of opportunity in public employment, Article 16. Upholding freedom of conscience and the right to practice any religion, Article 25. Granting the right to manage religious affairs to religious denominations, Article 26. Prohibiting compelled payment of taxes for the promotion of a particular religion, Article 27. Restricting religious instruction in state-maintained educational institutions, Article 28. Affirming the right of any citizen group to conserve its language, script, or culture, Article 29. Granting minorities the right to establish and administer educational institutions, Article 30. Encouraging the endeavor for a uniform civil code for all citizens, Article 44. The Western secularism, involving complete separation of religion and state, doesn't apply in India due to its multi-religious society. Instead, the Indian Constitution embraces a positive secularism, ensuring equal respect and protection for all religions. Additionally, the Constitution abolishes communal representation, except for temporary reservation of seats for scheduled castes and tribes to ensure adequate representation. Democratic. Democratic refers to supporting democracy and its principles. Democracy is based on the principle of popular sovereignty, where supreme power resides with the people. Indian Constitution establishes a representative parliamentary democracy, where the executive is accountable to the legislature for its actions and policies. The term democratic is used in a broader sense, encompassing not only political democracy but also social and economic aspects. Key democratic provisions in the Indian Constitution include universal adult franchise, periodic elections, rule of law and responsible government. Note: In 1997, the Supreme Court stated that the Constitution aims to establish an egalitarian social order, providing every citizen with social, economic, and political justice in a social and economic democracy of the Bharat Republic. Republic. Republic refers to a form of government where the head of state, known as the president, is elected either directly or indirectly. It signifies two additional aspects. Political sovereignty is vested in the hands of the people rather than a single individual. Absence of any privileged class with special privileges or rights. Concept of republic is taken from French Revolution. Justice. Justice refers to the fair, moral, and impartial treatment of all people. It encompasses three distinct forms: social, economic, and political justice. It is safeguarded through fundamental rights, FRS, and directive principles of state policy, DPSP. FRS ensure political justice, while DPSP address social and economic justice. Social justice entails equal treatment of all citizens, without social distinctions based on religion, race, caste, sex, etc. Aims to improve the conditions of backward classes, eliminating special privileges. Economic justice ensures non-discrimination based on economic factors. Aims to eliminate glaring inequalities in wealth and income. Social justice plus economic justice equals distributive justice. Political justice guarantees equal political rights, access to political offices, and voice in government for all citizens. Aims to ensure equal political participation and representation. Ideals of justice, social, economic, and political, is taken from Russian Revolution. Liberty equals freedom.
Liberty is the state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authorities, one's behavior or political views.
Liberty means the absence of constraints on individual activities and the provision of opportunities for the development of individual personalities. The preamble ensures liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship through fundamental rights, FRS. The liberty conceived by the preamble and FRS is not absolute but qualified, meaning that the state can impose reasonable restrictions on them to protect public interest or maintain order. It is taken through French Revolution.
Freedom is the ability to think or act as one wishes. Freedom implies either non-interference or personal self-development. Liberty from the arbitrary power of the tyrants along with the right of citizens to manage their common affairs by participating in government.
Equality. Equality means the absence of special privileges for any section of society and the provision of adequate opportunities to all individuals without any discrimination. Preamble of the Constitution secures equality of status and opportunity for all citizens. There are three types of equality: civic, political, and economic equality. Civic equality recognizes every individual in the country as equal, regardless of religion, caste, education, or economic background. Constitution provisions, Articles 14 to 18 guarantee the right to equality and equal protection of the law. Economic equality or equity refers to the availability of equal opportunities to all citizens in society without discrimination. Constitution provision, Article 39 ensures men and women have equal rights to an adequate means of livelihood and equal pay for equal work. Political equality refers to equal standing in terms of political power or influence. Constitution provisions, Article 326 ensures elections based on universal adult suffrage, UAS, and Article 325 prohibits discrimination for inclusion of persons in electoral rolls based on religion, race, caste, or sex. Fraternity. Fraternity means a sense of brotherhood. Constitution provides feeling of brotherhood through single citizenship, fundamental rights, DPSP and fundamental duties. Preamble declares that fraternity ensures two things. Dignity of individuals, signifies that Constitution not only ensures material betterment and democratic setup but also personality of every individual. Fundamental rights and DPSP ensures dignity of individuals and fundamental duties ensuring dignity of women. Unity and integrity of nation, embraces both territorial and psychological dimension of national integration. Hashtag ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity is taken from French Revolution. Importance of objectives of Preamble. To provide a way of life. It sets a goal which state needs to achieve. Equality, liberty, and fraternity acts as a notion of happy life and which cannot be taken from each other. Note: liberty cannot be divorced from equality, equality cannot be separated from liberty, liberty and equality cannot be separated from fraternity. Without equality or fraternity, liberty would lead to supremacy of some people over others. Without liberty, equality would kill individual initiative. Without fraternity, equality and liberty cannot be a natural course of things. Preamble is a part of Constitution. Supreme Court various judgments. Barabari Union Case 1960. SC held that Preamble is a key to the mind of makers, but it cannot be part of Constitution. Therefore, it cannot be enforceable by court of law. UpscIndianpolity vs. State of Kerala 1973. SC held that Preamble is a part of Constitution. It observed that Preamble is of extreme importance and Constitution should be read and interpreted in the light of grand vision expressed in the Constitution. Lick of India vs. Union Government 1995. SC held that Preamble is integral part of Constitution but is not directly enforceable. Current opinion of SC is: Preamble is part of the Constitution. It is in consonance with the opinion of Founding Fathers of the Constitution. However, Preamble is neither source of power to the legislature nor prohibition upon their powers. It is non-justiciable / not enforceable in any court of law. Can Preamble be amended? It arose for the first in the case UpscIndianpolity vs. State of Kerala 1973. SC held that Preamble can be amended but subject to condition that no amendment is done to the basis features. Important points. August 15, 1947, to January 26, 1950, India was a dominion within the British Commonwealth of Nations. January 26, 1950, India became a sovereign republic, ending its status as a British dominion. Pakistan remained a British dominion until 1956.